So I made the both good and terrible decision to attempt the longest fast that I've ever done in my life today, because Kelsey is gone today plus tomorrow. And I was like, what if I just simply didn't eat while she was gone?
So you can just play right into the stereotype of husbands not eating when their wives are
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so
make her feel terrible.
I think probably in my incredibly privileged and blessed life beforehand, the longest I had ever gone without eating was like 16 hours, 18 hours, something like that. And now I am currently sitting at 21 and a half hours of not eating. And
you're in good faith.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't in general get very hangry. Usually I get like super tired, but this time that hasn't happened. But that could be because of my blood is just made of coffee at this point.
Blood sugar levels are very acidic.
I had coffee after noon, which I never do. And I had like an entire French press at like 1:30. So could be a late night, which is a terrible idea. But
yeah, because black coffee is allowed in a fast. That's totally good.
Yep,
Black coffee, green tea.
Espresso, and then so I've only had black coffee and creatine so far.
Hey, I mean, you look great.
Yeah, thank you.
You also look a little tan.
Okay, so that's it. I can tell that story too. We went and floated Eastman River on Saturday,
right here in Windsor.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we did it a couple weeks ago with.
You went on Monday.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Why do you know his schedule better than me?
Yeah, this week has been a blur. But like we went a couple weeks ago with the Coopers, and it was running super fast that week, so it took us like 20 minutes to float the whole thing.
Oh wow!
And we got to it this time, and we ran out of sunscreen, so I was like, "Okay, I just won't wear sunscreen. Like I'll burn a little bit, but it's not going to be that bad."
After you were giving Isaac Toman so much grief about getting a slight little burn. You're like,
wait, when did I do that? When did I do that?
On the last episode.
No way. Really?
Yes, and now you're doing the exact same.
No, but
so
the justification is I thought it was only going to be like 20 minutes. I was like, okay, I know I'll get a little bit of a sunburn. That's not that big of an issue. 20 minutes isn't that bad. The river was basically at a standstill, and so it took us over an hour to float it. And if I took my shirt off right now, you'd see how much of it. No,
is it peeling?
Do you want to lift up here? Lift up your sleeve.
Not.
Lift up
but
your
it's
sleeve.
gotten
red.
It's gotten more.
Oh,
you can see
that
my
is
shoulder a little bit.
That is
gnarly,
crispy.
Yeah, and that's
extra crispy.
That's dimmer than it has been. Like it was almost purple. For a bit.
Back to or just the front?
No, just front. Because I was laying in the inner tube. And so like just the top of my arms and then my entire chest and stomach.
If I'm going to be showing my like shoulders or stomach, like I have to wear sunscreen. Otherwise that's going to happen.
Well, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it would be that bad because like 20 minutes, it's really not going to be that bad. And like even after we got out, like it takes it a while for it to cook. It's like how you take steak off the grill. Yeah, it's like how you take steak off the grill and let it rest. Like that's what the sun did to me. Like I got out of the water, I went home, so it was like a nice 20-minute rest there. Went to take a shower, took my shirt off, looked in the mirror, and I was like, I have made a terrible mistake.
Ouch.
Last night it started itching, and that was terrible. But anyway,
take cold showers.
No. So I don't take cold showers because I shower after the gym, and taking cold showers impacts hypertrophy and muscle growth. So
really,
yep. And it doesn't have as many like physiological benefits as people say. Yeah, it's one of the more overhyped discipline / self-care things.
Do you take a cool shower?
No, I just take warm.
Okay,
because that warm showers promote blood flow for muscle growth and all that. So yeah.
I was talking mainly with the sunburn.
Oh, with the sunburn? Yeah. I've wanted to take a cold shower.
Do you think I just made a total pivot of like, tell me about your shower routine?
Hey, I mean, you and I talk about fitness all the time.
It's true.
So. But anyway, 36-hour fast is what I'm going for.
Killing it.
Back to the original topic.
So what time tomorrow can you eat?
7:30
a.m.
Yeah. Wow. So have to go through a second gym session fasted, which that one will be interesting.
That's great.
Tomorrow, like I think I'll survive the rest of tonight. I think the workout tomorrow is going to be terrible.
This last cruise, so when we get back from a cruise, we've done a couple, I always like do the same kind of fast, 36 40-hour fast. And the first couple times I did it was really easy, and I got up to like I think 44 or 48 the first time, and then this time we were coming back from Houston. We were doing lots of flying, and I had a meeting with your dad, Isaac, that next morning. And I had eclipsed the 36 hours. I was doing my workout. I was about to pass out.
I bet, dude.
Because that would have been the second workout without any food. And I was like,
nuts.
So when I got to Starbucks, I didn't even say hi to him. I just went in and I bought a perfect bar and I just downed it. And I was like, I feel good now. Then it was fine.
That's going to be me with our leftover nachos at lunch tomorrow. I'm just like, because I'm going to try to make it to lunch, which I think would be about 40 hours.
Do it.
And so I'm going to try to make it there. And then I'm just going to absolutely just maul our fridge. Like, it's, nachos
awesome.
and a protein shake. And go from there. Maybe it'll be a weekly thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Isaac, I have to ask.
Yes.
How often are you finding your videos just not good enough and you just don't know what to clip? The captions aren't right.
All the time. This is a problem I have every day. I'm trying to video my morning routine.
Because you get up early.
Really, yeah. You get up I wake up at 2 a.m. and
You're a CEO.
work
that's
out
doing
3
those-
times
yeah.
a day. CEO routine.
And how often are just the captions when you try to put them on Instagram?
They fall short. Yeah,
and then you try to do it
I try
yourself.
when I'm trying to like record my youth message. I try to come up with a caption, but the youth message that shocked everyone is already out there. So I need something to auto generate.
Yeah, you need something.
Yeah, I need some help.
I think we're expanding the reach of our sponsor today. It's Video Tap.
Let's go.
Video Tap is our current and weekly sponsor. We're so thankful for them and what they do. They turn your videos into summaries. They tap your videos into. It's like that you're tapping a tree to get some maple syrup.
Yes,
that's what they do with your videos.
Yes,
you get a slow trickle of captions, clips, summaries, blog posts, you name it. They make your content thrive with Video Tap.
Yeah, and as of this week, we officially released clips. So you can take your video and we'll automatically generate clips, but you can also go in and generate more and select the text that you want to show up in the clip. It'll automatically sync it up with that point in the video. The words will be highlighted. You can customize how many words are on the screen, what color the highlight is, all that stuff. Very cool, very slick, and has been working well for people so far.
We are so excited to start using videotap.com for our podcast. Isaac's going to be ripping some clips, and we're going to put them on Instagram.
We're going to get some stuff on Instagram. It'll be exciting.
Yes. So make sure to go to videotap.com, sign up for a free account, try it out, and then subscribe because you're supporting Samuel, which is in part not supporting us, but we accept it. So, well, thanks. Cool. Well, we'll video tap into our next segment today on La Pod.
La Pod.
And I do want to mention before we go any further that Nick is, if you've noticed, he's not here. Usually
Absent.
he sits here, right? Where does he
sit?
He sits here.
I sit there.
Oh, you
but
sit
I've
there.
been here. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been here for the past couple weeks. Nick is a college, what do you call him? College
minister. Collegiate minister.
But he's not the college minister. He's a college minister, but not
that's
the
what I've
I
always
think
said.
he says evangelist usually.
Okay, we'll go with that. So he's that.
Yes,
and,
that's what's in his Instagram
really?
description.
Is that what's in
his
his
bold
I haven't
evangelist?
actually
Bold evangelist.
Yeah.
Kick Nooper. So yeah, this is like first couple weeks of class starting up. So he is super busy moving people in, doing welcome things. They have something I think multiple times a day, every day. So he'll be back hopefully next week, maybe the week after. But we wanted to just honor Nick today with our topic.
Yes.
And what's our topic today, Isaac? Did you already forget it?
Yep.
Okay, Sam, do you remember?
No, I do not.
Great. Well, we just talked about it 10 minutes ago. Our topic today, since it's back to school, so we're talking about back to school. We're talking about what you wanted to be when you were a kid, and then you're like first year going to college. What that experience was like, and how many times you changed your major and all that fun stuff. So
And what you're doing now.
and what you're doing now. So we'll start with Isaac because he's
whole trail.
the most recent. To that. So Isaac, tell us what you wanted to be as a kid.
Yeah.
And then walk us through the journey.
Well, I wanted to be a lot of things. Probably anything you can think of. I probably wanted to be it. But
Radiologist?
Well, no. Nothing to do with science.
No.
Except toxicologist. I thought about that one time briefly.
Very niche.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, very niche.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Toxicologist?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah, like poisons, right?
Oh, like
Yeah.
you make them?
Yeah. No, like you you study them, so you know a
Yeah.
lot about them.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your job? Yeah, I just study poison.
It's not specifically poisons. It's like analyzing like drugs that are out there right now to see at what point they become toxic. And so like they're the people who discover the point at which, well, sort of discover the point at which like Tylenol kills you if you take too
Okay,
much
then
of it.
why does it take somebody to die for us to realize a lot of these things? I feel like they're maybe not doing their jobs.
That's See, that's why
I mean,
want
if
to
you
be a
want to volunteer your body
toxicologist.
for science and go like find a new med that's coming out and just being like, okay, let me see how many of these I can take till I die, then I'm sure they'll.
There's
they'll
got to
let
be
you.
a scientific way to do that before.
Oh
the
yeah, we
person
use
dies.
rats instead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. See. Okay. I mean, if you like rats, then be a toxicologist.
Yeah.
I hope we have a toxicologist out there who listened to what we
listens to
said they do and is like, no, that's completely wrong.
One of our 150 listeners, I don't even know. One of our 50-ish listeners is a toxicologist. Okay, Isaac. So you wanted to be a toxicologist?
I did, yeah. And then, well, but that was not like the first thing. The most that I wanted to be was like a pilot. That was probably the biggest thing. And
Fighter
then,
pilot, regular pilot.
Yeah. And then because I wanted to join the military too, so I was like, ooh, I could be a fighter pilot. That'd be sick.
And now your brother's just living your dream.
And yeah. And then a teacher, police officer, president of the United States, all the things.
Oh, yeah, president's
that
a good
everybody
one.
wants to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be.
That'd be sick to be president.
You could still do that because you're not at the minimum age yet.
Yeah.
So
35,
you got,
true.
yeah.
I have time to build a resume.
Yeah, 14
You have
years.
6.
He's 21.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Wait,
Sammy looked at me like I was an idiot.
I forgot you turned 21. So.
No, I thought he was 19.
Yeah, well,
Psych. So yeah, those are the main things. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the things I wanted to be. I'm none of those things.
What was your first year like going to college like?
First year going to college, it was COVID.
Oh,
so
yeah, you had
super lame.
You had a senior year of COVID in high school and
yep.
freshman year.
Yep. Well, it ended right. Yeah. So I had no high school graduation. Well, it was kind of like only one person could go in at a time kind of thing. And yeah, so that was, then I went fall of 2020 and it was pretty much the only one on campus. Half my classes were in Zoom. The one that was outside was taught by a socialist New Yorker.
Asking you like, hey, why are you living on campus?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if you had an answer.
Yeah, I just thought, oh, it's the college experience. I was like set on having the full.
And UNC is like kind
whatever.
of already a commuter college to begin with, right?
Yeah, I
yeah.
could have lived at home. In fact, I did the next year. So I should have done that in the first place.
so not only because you went to WCA, not only did you have a very shortened college experience by default, you
Yeah.
also got a COVID college experience.
Yeah.
For the entirety
of
your already
I
short
feel like I went
college. You really
exactly.
got hosed.
I feel like
on
I went to
this.
college for one semester, and that
Yeah.
was like last year.
Like you basically didn't get to experience
Yeah,
college, which
right.
makes me sad for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
It
was
doesn't
a
make me
bummer.
sad at all. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
college is.
I loved college.
I commuted my whole 4 years, and it was 4 years.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems there.
Oh, well, I saved a ton of money, and I didn't pay rent. I lived at home. It was great. Like jeez. I wish I could have done it
great.
in half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not care about the college experience.
Huh.
Also,
and then you didn't use your degree, so
I
you did for like a year.
did.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I
when
did.
you worked
I
at that
started.
school.
I did some freelance stuff with my degree. So I have a degree in IT, information technology, which is like the cheap poor man's way of doing computer science and computer information systems. My program was a blend of the two, and it was like I left it and I was like, yeah, I feel like I am a jack of all trades. So like I can do a little bit of everything, but I'm not hireable for anything.
Oh yeah. That's how I felt with my history degree. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a history degree.
Yeah. Like I can write, I can read. So I have like those skills, and then I have a geography minor. So then I have some of that stuff. Like I took a drones class and whatever. So I have all these little tiny things, and none of that is really employable.
I love how they give out degrees for geography. It's like, ooh, you know a map really well. Congratulations. Like, what?
Well, in
Why?
college they use it more with GPS stuff.
Yeah.
It's more like
It's
Yeah,
college
but you're not
geography is a
using
lot
that.
more than math.
There's a lot of colleges that have moved towards GIS instead of like geographical information systems.
Yeah.
And that
Shelby took a class like that.
Nice,
I remember
yeah.
helping her with it.
that one is like maybe 1% more hireable.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
But what were they doing, 40 years ago.
Oh yeah,
years
good
ago.
point. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
maps.
it's like,
like
yeah, look,
sixth grade.
You see that map
geography.
over there? I
Yeah.
can tell you everything.
I know somebody
The
who
numbers and all.
recently majured and graduated with a degree in archaeology, and that one's even
That's sick.
a
Yeah, I
little
thought
more
that was just in
questionable.
Friends.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't listen to
'cause-
this,
yeah.
but so yeah.
Did we just defend him? Let's defend him
Probably.
some more.
Who?
So, okay, a degree in archaeology. That means you're looking up fossils. You're
Yeah.
trying to find some dinos. Some
Basically
dinos.
Indiana Jones. You can
Yeah.
find
Basically
the
Indiana
Ark.
Jones.
I think that's the dream when you go into it, and
Yeah,
then you realize
there's
you
nothing like
probably
that.
won't ever even get to go to an excavation site,
Yeah.
except during like
I'm thinking of like Jurassic Park, like the
Internship.
first one, and they're at, like the movie opens up in that desert, and they're like
Yep.
brushing away at this big T-Rex skeleton. Archaeology.
That's sick. One of my side note, one of my seminary professors supervises a dig site in like the Holy Land. I don't know if I told you guys that.
That's sick.
But he's basically Indiana Jones.
That's cool. See, that's cool.
he probably doesn't even have an archaeology degree, does he?
No, biology and
Nice.
then like theology.
Yeah,
degree.
no, I had a biology degree. I just grabbed a shovel, and they're like, "Hey, an archaeologist," and I was
He
like,
found
"All right."
bones, and he's like, "That was probably an animal." And
was
that's
it.
his biology degree.
I just took my metal detector out, and that was it.
Yeah. Call it a day. That's funny.
Okay, so Isaac, you wanted,
that's-
So, what made you instead switch to history instead of
major
being a
changes.
toxicologist,
Yeah.
all that stuff? Yeah,
what'd
did you
you
change
started-
majors in your one
Yeah.
semester of college?
I changed like 3 times. I
Wow.
had
Every 2 weeks, you're coming in. Your advisor's like, "Please, no."
well, I guess it was
You
tried
realize
everything
3 different
already.
programs.
They're like, "You realize you'll have to add on an entire extra day of school, right?"
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, adding the time really scared me. So I did all my changes with minimal cost. Like I went in as a criminology major.
Oh, you should have.
and
That would've
then-
been
yeah,
sick.
I know. I
I would have had
really
way
regret
more
changing
respect
it.
for
Oh,
you.
man.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
Yeah, it'd be a much more useful.
And you're like, nah,
Yeah.
history.
You're like, instead
Yeah.
of investigating what people do now, what
Yeah.
if I investigated what people did?
yeah, good point.
What about helping find the killers? I just read about old killers. That sounds so much more fun.
Yeah, that sums it up. That's really a good description. Like honestly, so I didn't even take any classes. I went in and then I was told I was doing some ride-alongs before I started.
Explain it
and-
right along.
Yeah, you just go in a cop car and drive around with them. It's like job shadowing a police officer for a day.
Yeah,
for the
it's the coolest thing in the
listeners.
world.
Yep, it's pretty awesome.
Have you been in a ride along?
I have not.
You should go.
You've just
It's
been
sick.
in the back of a cop car, right?
No.
Okay, good. That was a test. That's just for Nick. Nick, we miss you. Come back. Oh, we still have to hear Nick's story
I love
about
the bit that he's a criminal on our podcast.
and he's actually the greatest.
But it's a bit?
Yeah. Oh no, no, he's a criminal.
former.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I went in with my criminology degree, and then I was talking to the police officer. I was like, "So do I have to have a degree?" He's like, "You can have a degree in anything and still be a police officer." So I was like, "Okay, I'll do something that I know I like, history," which was just so dumb.
Which is going to
dude.
really
Like,
open up the career
yeah,
field.
yeah. So I switched to history, secondary ed. And
Ooh.
that's like a double major,
Yeah.
basically, education and history, which is of a lot more use than a history liberal arts degree, which is what I ended up switching to because I missed the deadline for the education program. So, yeah, that's my
What a
my
tragic
series
downfall.
of changes.
But you have a bachelor's
yeah.
degree.
Yeah, but I have one. Yeah, I'm working.
And
on
where
it
Is
you
it a BA or
now.
BS?
It's a BA. Yeah. Yep. So, and then now I'm working on an MTS, Masters of Theological Studies in Historical
Because
Theology.
what's your job now?
Because now I'm a youth director at a church, and yeah,
And also, I mean, that's
and also
half
I
your
work at a
job.
school and do stuff there, and I have a lawn business.
I was going to
So,
say
a
lawn
landscaping
business?
empire.
Yeah,
I heard.
Empire.
I heard wand business.
A wand business. I
Yeah,
sell
I
wands.
sculpt Harry Potter wands.
Yeah,
Especially for you.
I travel to Hogwarts once a year.
I'd be like, no wonder you don't have a girlfriend.
I mean, honestly, I think that would help you get a girlfriend. I feel like girls love Harry Potter.
They love wands.
They do.
Oh, Harry Potter. Yeah.
They love wands.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah, it was just my wall. It's okay.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh my gosh! Please, let's move on from Isaac.
Samuel. Wait, no, Mark, because
Yes.
Samuel was done before you.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Sam, you're old.
I am.
See, when I was a kid, there was a stint where I wanted to be an astronaut. I was pretty into that.
I think every kid goes through that. It's great.
Well, I went to NASA in Houston, and then I got like the stomach virus after NASA. So then I think it just shot my hopes
You're like-
and dreams.
Wanting to be an astronaut did this to me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember sitting in the one of the the little shows or whatever, and they were talking about sending people to Mars by 2030, I think it was, and this was like 2005. So like, hey,
Yeah,
somebody
I don't
in this
think
room,
we're gonna make that.
I don't know if we're going to be able to make it there either. But hey, somebody in this room, you guys could be on the mission to Mars. And I was like, I want that to be me. I'd still go.
Yeah. Do it.
I wanted to be an astronaut for a little bit, but then mainly I landed on, I called it the Ronald Reagan route. I wanted to be an actor and then eventually become president.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, so I had a whole path. Like, I was ready.
That's great.
I wanted to be a successful actor and then president. And then Trump beat me to it. So,
Dang it. Come on. Come on, Donnie. Jeez.
The Apprentice was a good show. I love
yeah,
that
it was
show.
fun. I watched it like 4 times
Oh.
when I was a kid.
4 times.
Yeah, you were, in your mid-20s at that point, Samuel. So.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I was literally like 10.
Yeah, that's,
Mark was a kid.
I was a wee child.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted
Diapers.
to do. I wanted to do the Ronald Reagan route. And I was pretty invested in politics for many years. Like pretty much from probably the age of like 10 to like 20 maybe. And then I like really found Jesus and then I just didn't care about politics anymore at all. Let's see. And then so I went to college and I was going to do like a theater degree. I was going to do musical theater. I called it music theater because that's technically what it was called, and it sounded less, Anyway, and so I started doing that, and then I was like, I can just get the general, what is it? General studies. Yeah, I got general studies because I was at a junior college. Let me just get this out of the way. It's going to be faster. So I got that. And then I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to do like communications.
Oh, you're Gen
degree.
Eds. You're like
No,
associate's
I'm not
degree.
Gen X.
No, Gen Eds.
Oh.
Like your general education.
Excuse me, I'm a millennial.
I'm not Gen X.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what year were you born?
96. I'm the
Okay.
last of the
Wow.
millennials. I am the last.
Pushing it.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the last of the millennials. Anyway, then
Zoomerlennial.
yeah, no. No. I am a millennial. Thank you. And even though I love Gen Z, I think Gen Z is amazing.
about this.
So then I was like, okay, am I going to this school? I didn't know what I was doing after my 2-year associate degree, and wow, that was very impressive. For you audio listeners, Isaac just downed a whole can of something.
Energy drink.
It's
not alcoholic.
So then I ultimately landed on information technology. Do you want to know why I picked IT? Or
Why'd you do
I
it?
was going to do computer
Because they're my
science, whatever.
initials.
Yes. Well, I didn't know you at the time, but I knew I was going to. I fixed a couple cell phones, like iPhones. Like I popped them open and like did some repairs on it. And I was like, you know what? Like I've loved tech my whole life. Like I've like built random things in my computer. Like I want to do this. So I just picked it kind of on a whim, like a couple months before classes started, and I hated my life for 2 years. But I got the degree, did some programming. It was not fun. And I commuted the whole time and I loved it. So I didn't feel like I missed anything in the college experience. Because I was, how they say you have 3 options. You can pick sleep, grades, and friends.
Yeah.
But you can only get 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
I picked grades and friends.
Yeah.
So
you still pick grades and friends.
I still picked grades and friends. So my friends were great. I didn't feel like I missed anything in the college experience, though.
Yeah.
What was your
Not living
GPA?
on campus. My GPA for the first 2 years was 4.0.
Let's go.
And I really wanted to keep that. And then I decided to pick a computer degree. And I ended up, so I was summa cum laude for my first 2 years. And then the next college, I was just cum laude.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I had no Latin attached to me.
no.
Me neither.
I teetered between like 2.5 and 3 my 2 years.
2.5?
Yeah.
Dude, you're
Wow.
pushing academic
no.
suspension.
I know. My first community college in high school, I was like 3.5 to 3.7. But yeah, then at UNC, I was like 2.5 to.
Man, no wonder
I think
while
I
you were
ended
in
at 3.
school, your parents kept asking in small group every week for prayers for their child's education.
Prayers for eyes.
We didn't know. They never specified, but now.
Did you ever do anything worse than a C?
I got a D in high school.
Was it a high school class or was it?
It was a college class, but I still got high school credit for it. So,
but not college credit.
correct.
What
yeah.
was it?
It was chemistry.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, all my classes at UNC were C's and up. For every C, I got an A, and then I got B's. So I was pretty much a B student.
average.
Yeah,
Yeah,
average.
2.5.
Yeah, I ended with a 3.0.
Wow, congrats.
Thanks.
Okay, so Mark, you got your IT degree.
Yeah,
How did that?
continue.
Well, one, why did you hate it for 2 years?
Well, I didn't hate
Good
it.
point.
I was just one of the only there's a stereotype with people in the tech field, and is that they can't communicate, they're super nerdy, and they're socially awkward. I found that 100% to be true. So I was like one of the only people that was normal. So I didn't really
sure
have
about that?
yes, I am so sure about that, Lucas. I was extroverted, maybe is what I should say. Is that better? Was that more acceptable? That I was one of the only extroverted ones?
Sure, we'll go with
Okay,
that.
Great. So I was one of the only extroverted people in the class, so it was just like lame. It was hard and difficult. Like the first 2 years of college were pretty easy. I don't know. I just didn't. I loved what I learned, but it was just a difficult 2 years. So, and my 4.0 went to down the toilet.
You know what's funny about? I think I said this in a different episode. What you said about the people in the degree like being very strange. Like, what's weird is for me that was 100% true. Like, there were so many maladjusted people in computer science, and then in the industry, not a single one of them so far that I've worked with. Like, I don't like, and this is terrible. Judging by the LinkedIn's of the maladjusted people that I worked with, most of them didn't make it into the industry.
Oh, so you gotta have some normality
yeah.
to make it. Man, I should.
Because like if you're that strange, like nobody wants to work with you. You're not going to get
true.
through the behavioral
wow.
interviews, and so
that's true.
and even if you do, even if like some of them did make it into the industry, but they're in like really small like local software companies that nobody cares about, and that's kind of where they're going to cap off unless they get better at the social aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it to be really true, and it was just difficult. So I should have stuck with it. I used it a little bit. I graduated with the IT degree, bachelor's. I started working with a school district for starters. Just I needed something local and full time because I just got married, and then I ended up moving here to Colorado and became a worship and student pastor. So
What made you transition to that though?
well, so after I'd already started the IT degree, I had already felt called into ministry. And I was like, well, let me just finish this degree out because I can always get a master's. Like, there's no reason to me changing. So I just finished the degree kind of while I had that in the back of my mind. And
That was
while
a
we
good
were...
decision.
Yes, thank you.
Just in general,
That's
like
what I thought.
people just stop, like especially because you were so close to finishing it out. Like so many people just stop and don't finish stuff out, even though like what they actually want to go into, like ministry for you, don't like. You're not going to switch into a degree that would be better suited for that. So it's like just finish out what you're doing, and then like exactly like you said, just get a master's or something.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, this is fine. I'll just finish it out. And then we were still figuring out like what we were going to do. And at that point, we kind of had an idea that we were going to be moving up here, but we needed a job anyway. So kind of while we were processing all that, that's why I started doing the school, and I was there for a full semester to finish that out, and then we moved up here. And I did some website design on the side, so I used it a little bit. I mean, I could have done with that in an IT degree, but yeah, it's good to have. So I got my IT degree.
Yeah.
So it's
better than nothing.
and now I work, with a tech company, more on the sales side. But it's nice to be able to be like, yeah, like I understand the software we're selling. Not only have I used it in church, but I also like understand it on a tech basis as well.
Dude,
so.
your understanding of our company's software makes me just so happy being one of the people that makes that software, because like I've sent you occasionally screenshots of some of the questions that other salespeople like ask about our products, and these are like people that have been salespeople for the company for like a year plus.
Yeah.
Like some of the questions they ask, I'm like, I know this, I don't even work on that product. And like the products I don't work on, I don't care about. I don't look at.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use them. But I don't have to because I'm not selling the software.
Exactly. Yeah, there's like one area of our software that I'm not like super familiar with, but I know it enough to like, which is starts with an F and ends with an O.
Nice. Okay. Or an M and ends with a T. You know.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Isaac, it's okay. We'll tell you later. Yeah. your mom knows all about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Hi, Tina.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's me, and I'm not technically using it right now, but I think it's been helpful. I think it can help me get the job I have. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Nice.
Samuel,
Good.
Yeah.
what did you
So
want to be when you were a kid?
when I was really, I decided what I wanted to do pretty early on, like 13, 14. So before that, though, I briefly wanted to be a veterinarian because I really liked
really?
animals.
Huh.
And then that just kind of died. And then when I was even younger, I wanted to be a IndyCar racer.
Ooh.
Which still that would have been pretty sick. But there's not a really clear path into that.
Yeah.
And in rural Wyoming, there's no path at all into that.
Yeah, you just have horses in a circle, a dirt circle.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Because like for a lot of racers and stuff, they'll start out like in local leagues, like driving like go-karts and doing go-kart racing and things like that, and work up like through the leagues in that.
I love a
and
good
then
go-kart.
Yeah.
Yes, we should go karting.
We should.
That would be so fun.
I will win
We should. I really want.
because I don't mind toppling it over.
Okay.
I'm going. I'm
right.
cutting you off.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. So then
That'd be epic.
around like 13 or 14, I think 12 to 13, my dad bought this like build your own robot kit where you could like order kind of all these individual parts, put them together, and it had like this primary board on it that would let you actually control it. And we like built it, stuck a webcam on it, and we were able to like control it and drive it wirelessly through our computer, stuff like that. And I found out that you could program it and make it like do things. And that's when I first was like introduced to programming. Never once wrote a line of code for the robot, which is kind of sad.
Oh, sad.
But after that, just started like dabbling in like coding and software and stuff, and was like, okay, I think I want to like do computer science and go into. I didn't know it was called software engineering at that point. I was just like, I want to get a computer science degree. And so at 13, I decided that, and I stuck with it.
Smart. So did you like start
13,
like
wow.
trainings, like start tutorials, like?
Yeah, I like.
Because I came in late and it was a mistake.
Yeah, like throughout high school, like I learned the like basics, but I'm not a very disciplined person now or then, so I never like put that much time into it. So I knew like the very basics, like I could write like hello world and like do for loops and stuff like that when I got to college. It was enough to
is
carry me
helpful.
through what
Which is helpful,
it
at least
is
for their first
it,
class.
It carried me through intro to computer science and nothing after that. But yeah, so I wanted to major in computer science, went to University of Wyoming for that. Partway through, there's a couple different things that happened. After my sophomore year, I got I wanted to go into cybersecurity, and I got a full ride to New York Polytechnic University
Wow.
for a bachelor's in cybersecurity. And NYU was the first U.S. university to have an actual cybersecurity degree instead of just computer science with like a focus on cybersecurity. So I was like super stoked about that. I toured the school, got accepted, like all that stuff. And it was for juniors and up. So it would be like a full ride plus salary and stuff because it was like a government funded scholarship.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
All right. Oh, dude.
I got a full ride to UW too. But
Okay. But not
I mean,
salary.
but it's Wyoming.
yeah.
not
I mean-
salary.
They only do give out 75 per year.
I mean, because there's only 100 students.
There's
I mean,
14,000 students.
but it's Wyoming. I mean, the IQ average between 14,000 people comes out to about 100 normal.
80% of those are out of state students.
But it's Wyoming.
Just keep digging. Just keep digging.
Wyoming.
Just keep digging. But
I mean, half of them ride horses there, right? Isaac,
what
you've been
college did
Yeah,
you go to?
there. University of Texas.
Oh, okay.
In Tyler, Texas.
And anyway, yeah, so it was like a government funded scholarship. They gave you like salary.
Mark, no.
First time drinking water?
Yeah. Well, sorry. Just talking about
Mark
Wyoming
just turned
causes
21.
my,
He can
my
drink
gag
water now.
reflexes to kick in.
Yeah. So basically, you would get the scholarship for your junior and senior year, and then you had to work for the government doing cybersecurity for 2.5 years after that, after you graduated. Can you quit interrupting me?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, yeah, would you knock it off?
And so I was like super hyped about that. It was going to be really, really hard. I was going to have to move to Brooklyn, which was going to be exciting. Yeah, great show.
That'd be kind of cool.
And so I was all ready to go. For that summer after my sophomore year, I did an engineering internship in St. Louis. And then a few weeks into that, I was working on like figuring out like transferring my credits and how was I actually going to get to NYU, all that. Come to find out, not a single one of my credits was going to transfer.
Because it was Wyoming.
No, I honestly to this day have no idea why they didn't transfer and why they wouldn't. Like Wyoming's like, obviously you can joke about it, but it's accredited in the exact same way that like every other university is.
Yeah, I saw that.
But like, yeah, just none of them transferred.
Nobody has the internet there, so they can't really verify.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Wait, so you're going to go to New York for your master's?
no, I was going to go to
last
finish out
two.
my bachelor's.
So what wasn't transferring?
credits?
Everything.
From his first
the
2
only
years.
thing that
Oh.
because it was
I
for
missed the
UW.
first.
it was for junior and senior year. that
Oh,
would have been.
okay. I missed that
And
part.
so I had already finished my freshman and sophomore year at UW.
Okay.
And the scholarship was specifically for that last 2 years or for your master's. And so, yeah, only chemistry 2 transferred, which was funny because I took chemistry 1 and 2 and only 2 transferred.
Oh, gosh.
And so that just killed it right there. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't go. I talked to my advisor there and he was like, well, you can come and we'll give you the scholarship, but it won't like take effect until your junior year.
Oh,
and
geez.
NYU Poly was a $30,000 or $45,000 a year school.
Oh, gosh.
And so I was like, well,
Man.
all right, that dream is crushed.
Oh,
So I went back to UW, and I had hated my internship for the most part, and so I decided to look at changing my major to economics. And my advisor, thankfully, dissuaded me, and my business college advisors also dissuaded me from
Like,
switching
hey,
majors.
You're too dumb for economics, dude.
Yeah,
Don't do
exactly.
it.
No, they were just like, don't drop computer science. Like, keep going with that. And so I double majored in computer science and economics.
Oh,
And that was difficult.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, and what's funny is like throughout like all of school, I never liked math, and I wasn't like that good at it. And so in college,
picked
I was
two
then
very
like,
math-heavy
in
degrees.
college, I was then like,
Brilliant.
how about I do the 2 most math heavy non-math majors out there?
wow.
And so, yeah, that was a struggle. And I did that, double majored for my junior and senior year. Then I had to take an extra semester because of that. And then that last semester was fall of 2016. I had done an internship. I did an internship every single summer. And coming out of my last internship, they gave me a job offer. I just needed to graduate. And so going into that last semester, I was taking like a few capstone classes and then econometrics, which was a programming and economics like combo class.
Ooh.
I was like, sick. I'm going to crush this. Like, I'm going to cruise through this and I'll get this double major. It'll be sick. And that class, I have literally never been more clueless in a class in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably the only class in college where I actually like tried.
Wow.
And I put like 2 to 3 hours a day into studying it. And the first exam rolled around and I had gotten like 40s on all the homeworks so far.
Oh, man.
And I was studying with a friend who was like incredible at it. And we sat down to study, started going through stuff. And I was like, dude, I honestly don't know anything. Like, absolutely not a single thing made sense to me. And so I was just like, I'm not going to go to this exam. And so I didn't go to the exam, and I emailed the professor. This was like a month in, so it was way past the drop period. I emailed the professor, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to be coming to class anymore, and I know I'll fail the class, and that's okay. And he was like, I highly advise you not to do that. And I did it. And so I never went again.
Wow.
And graduated and went on with my life and have never thought about economics a single moment since then.
No.
So
way.
you do not have your degree in economics.
I have a minor and I
Okay.
need 2 more classes and I would have have that major completed.
Oh, wow.
But
Wow.
that's never going to happen.
Dang.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yep. So went into software engineering and turns out I actually like it and
you
I'm
still
still
do
bad at it, but I'm still doing it. So
You worked on MapQuest because they have an app and still exists as a company.
Yeah. I started out at Comcast, which everybody hates. And then I moved to MapQuest, which everybody doesn't realize still exists.
Yeah, which hasn't been relevant since 2004.
And then I moved to DocuSign, which people
is
are like,
which is everybody uses.
yeah, everybody uses, but they're like, they do like, you just write your signature. Like, what else is there to it? That's
true.
And then I came to Subsplash. So,
Yeah. Wow.
and that's also
journey.
a company nobody knows about at all.
Nope. Not even in the church world.
Yeah, honestly.
Yep. So yeah,
That's because we don't brand like other places. We let the church be the shining star.
honestly, that is a little true.
Good
It is.
advertisement. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You have a church? Then you should talk to me.
Talk to Mark.
Talk
Mark
to me.
specifically.
Yeah, sponsor us. If you have a church, sponsor us. This episode sponsored by Calvary Sever.
Not actually.
Not actually. Chris, don't kill us. Okay, well, that was actually more interesting than I thought. I've learned so much about
yeah.
Samuel's life.
Yeah.
He's definitely got
The New York thing was crazy.
Yeah,
That was
I forgot
very-
about
I'm
You
still
told us that.
honestly like that's probably my biggest what if for like my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, everything
is
would've
like
changed
what like
completely.
because my like career would have changed. I would have been a security engineer instead.
Wow.
You would have
I
been an
know-
actual unionized state compared to like Wyoming, which is
well,
territory.
I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I have a couple friends who went through that program, and they have like incredible careers. Not that my career's like
career is pretty
bad,
incredible.
Yeah.
but they're like one of the guy who got me to like go for it, and was going to be at NYU with me. With the 2.5 years that you had to work for the government afterwards, you had an option to get out of it, which was if you bought yourself out of your contract and basically
what?
paid them back for all the schooling, the salary, the living stipend, all that stuff. And so he graduated, he got his master's because he did his bachelor's in math and went and got his master's in cybersecurity. Went and worked for a security research lab that I'm not allowed to name.
What?
No, it's out there, but they don't. Yeah, like their employees saying they worked there.
What?
But 6 months in, got bought out of his contract by Facebook
Wow.
and went and became a security engineer and researcher at Facebook.
No way.
Then
A
got
useless job.
then got poached from
Yeah,
there.
what are they doing?
Yeah, then got poached from there by Apple. And then after a year at Apple, got re-poached back to Facebook. And then he spent 2 years at Facebook then, and then now he's at Google.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. This guy's making
He's making lots of
Half a meal
Disgusting.
easy.
Yeah.
His base salary, I don't know what his like internal title is, but his base salary, given his years of experience, is probably around 450. And I would bet for the level he's likely at for Google, his stock compensation is probably 1.2 to 1.5 million over 4 years. I think he should be at the level where his total comp is around 1 to 1.2. So
That's
per year. So
my goodness.
yeah.
Right.
So it could have like
But then you wouldn't know us, Samuel.
Yeah.
I mean, I could still work remote in
Small
security,
price
so I
today.
still could have ended up here.
That'd be cool.
But probably not.
Probably working at a much bigger company. Well, Samuel, we're glad that your life fell apart and you ended up here. So,
Yeah.
well, guys, let's move into our last segment before everybody has to leave abruptly.
Yeah. Abruptly.
Do we have
We-
rehearsal tonight?
We do have rehearsal tonight. Yeah, we're rehearsing for our Church in the Park Sunday this week. It's going to be hot, high 95. I'm going to be wearing black, and a black jacket too. So soaking all the
You
sun.
should reconsider that.
No,
Can I interest you in white?
but I will. No, here's the thing.
Wait.
I'm telling you guys, like there is a pro and a con. The con of wearing black in the sun is obviously it absorbs more sun. It just feels hotter. Like it's just science.
Science.
However, it's not going to show sweat. So when you're up on
Neither does
stage
white, though.
performing, are you kidding me? Have you thrown a bucket of water on a white shirt?
I mean, I buy nice like quality shirts that are a little
Dry
thicker.
fit,
So
you mean?
yeah, no, they're not dry fit.
Built, please sponsor.
no,
Yeah,
white would
seriously,
be
please.
white is terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna wear black and I'm gonna deal with the heat, but I'm not gonna look like I'm sweating.
But why the jacket?
That was a bit. I'm not
Okay, okay. I was gonna say, like, okay, I get the t-shirt and like pants to an extent, but like, why layer on the jacket?
I mean, you just make it more fun.
Is that like? Because I swear, like that has to be like in the worship directors union
Yeah.
statement. Like,
It is, yeah.
you
When I
have to
signed
wear
on.
like if you don't wear like a denim jacket or some sort of like
Right.
denim adjacent
It's
jacket.
either
you
it's
just get
either
kicked out.
all black
Yeah.
or fun colors with denim.
Okay.
One of the two.
Yeah.
It's almost never anything
Fun
else.
colors with denim.
Yeah, denim is the clincher. So anyway, we're gonna go into our last section called Mount Rushmore.
Rushmore.
So we teased it last week. We're gonna start this week. So Shelby was telling me that she was talking to somebody who lives in Seattle, and crime up to $10,000 is legal there. So you
Wow.
can steal stuff that's under $10,000.
Nice.
So dope.
How
So-
many? Okay, so this is important clarification for going into this. Is that cumulative? Like, if I steal a bunch of stuff and it adds up to $10,000, like, will I get in trouble? Or can each item be under 10,000
It's
and I
per
can just
event.
steal
Per event. So if you go to Walmart now, of course they do things to where
go to Seattle.
they do things to where let's go. Basically, when you go to Target, there's pictures of stuff. You have to go ask for it, and you like pay for it there. So it's like they've outsmarted the system. However, it is per event. So if you could steal 8 different things, as long as it's a penny or more below $10,000, they are not going to prosecute you or go
Awesome.
after you. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's our topic today. Things you would steal under $10,000. Yes. So Isaac, you get to pick the order today. Who goes first?
Mark does.
I get to go first.
Yeah.
Great. And then who's second and third?
Samuel and I'm third.
Okay. So it's
are we going to involve Lucas in this?
Luke. Would you like to participate in the $10,000 stealing challenge?
I'm all good on theft for today, but thank you for the offer.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you what his list would be. 'cause
it
there's-
might be mine. It might be mine. We're very similar.
There's
Don't
a
give it
good
away.
chance it is.
Yes. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, you guys clear on how this works? Snake draft.
Yes.
It's me, Samuel, Isaac. Isaac, you get 2 picks.
Okay.
And then we'll switch back. So,
Very good.
okay. Wait, does a snake draft work with 3 people? I think it does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. I think it'd be fine.
Ooh, it's gonna.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't
I
done
mean,
this.
it works. Yeah, just the same
works.
as with 4.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so my pick is one item under $10,000 I am stealing. I am absolutely stealing a maxed out, fully loaded 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
100%.
was waiting to see if you would say a Pro as opposed to like an iMac, because I was like, a maxed out iMac is like 25,000. So
Oh, you mean like the Mac Pro?
yeah,
Yeah. No, so I mean, you're probably looking at probably $5,000 or so for the max to souped up. That's my pick. I'm stealing that straight from Apple in Seattle. So,
Nice.
Samuel.
Oh man, I would go with a full like. This is mostly relevant to what Kelsey and I want to do to our house right now, but I would go for like a really nice patio furniture set.
Ah, okay.
Because like you can get great ones for under 10K.
I'm sure Isaac was going to pick that next. So
Yeah.
that's a good
Yep.
first choice.
yeah.
Yeah. Geez.
Wait, you really spend $10K on a patio?
No, that's why I'm stealing it.
I know, but it's under $10K. Like,
Yeah.
you could pay that much for patio furniture.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Wait,
Dude,
go
what
to
are people-
Shields.
What are people putting on their patio?
Shields has a fire pit, literally just a fire pit for $4,500.
Jeez, I guess fire pits are expensive. Like a smokeless fire pit, I'd do that.
Yeah, it's like propane powered.
So does our total have to add up to below 10,000?
No, it's just each item.
Each
it has to be
item
in
is
this
We went over this. That was
Yes.
that was the whole
Oh, yeah,
clarifying.
okay.
We
question.
talked up with the stuff.
I'm very sleepy today. Mine would be first a grenade launcher. Those run
That's
about
not-
$1,000.
What?
Look,
Are those legal?
just research.
Can you just go buy one?
Huh?
It's very interesting. Is it legal to buy?
Absolutely
Maybe not.
not.
Probably in Seattle. Yeah.
Well,
They got to defend themselves from the robbers.
Yeah, because they've defunded their police.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So that and the new Apple augmented reality.
Ha,
thing.
that's not out yet.
But when I'm
No,
doing
it's
it, it'll be
acceptable.
out. Yeah.
Dang it! I was gonna be. I didn't know I needed to pick that first.
Yep. Sorry. Now I have it along with my grenade launcher.
Dang it! Oh, the grenade
So if
launcher's
anybody
an
tries to
interesting
take it, I'm just gonna.
Oh
Light
man,
'em
that
up.
messes me up. I
Yep,
should have gone with
sorry.
that. Okay, so we're back to
Gotta be
Samuel.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid picking tech because I know you guys are just going to clean that out. So I want to be different.
Oh, gotta be different.
Let's
I did not
see.
expect yours, Isaac. That's
What can I say?
brutal.
Thank you.
I
Division Pros.
will go with this. Won't get votes. But
Well, when has it ever stopped you before?
yeah, exactly. But I used to ride dirt bikes a lot growing up, so I would
Sick.
steal an incredibly nice, and even the really nice ones are still only like 8 to 9K. So I would steal like a super nice racing tuned CRF 450
Oh, very good. Very good.
specifically. Yeah.
I
Also easy to get away on. I can literally just steal it and like use it to steal it.
Yeah, sure. It's
great.
Yeah, it's literally what you're stealing and the getaway car.
Yep, exactly.
You're just getting dropped off.
Yeah, just have my wife drop me off.
Your wife. Hey, babe, can you drop me off? At
Honey, don't
Walmart?
ask questions.
I'm gonna go steal a bike. For me, on a similar vein, I am going to get or steal a very expensive electric scooter.
Whoa.
Those are so much fun. Luke is laughing. They are so much fun. I don't know if you've ever been downtown in like anywhere.
Oh, it's
you just
true.
go hop on one of those
Atlanta, for example.
line scooters.
They're great.
Speak. They're so much fun.
They're very
And you
fun.
get some speed. So I'm getting like a high dollar one, like 8K, 9K, 10K. Come on, let's go.
Oh, come on.
And I can get away on it a little slower, but I could do it. Who's gonna try to jump a guy on a scooter?
Nobody. Nobody.
Are you in Seattle?
Yes, I would be in Seattle. I'm going for a high dollar scooter. Okay, so I get 2 picks. And I don't even want this, but I feel like it would be, a pretty beneficial steal. A boat.
Wow.
That is
great.
not going to be under $10,000.
Okay, I'm going to change it to a jet ski then.
Okay, there you go.
A jet ski.
I was like,
Pair of jet skis.
my parents have a boat, and it's not remotely new.
It could be under $10,000.
Yeah, I mean,
it
it
just
could.
not be what.
Yeah. It's not going to do anything fun.
It'd have pedals, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would literally, I would steal that just to sell it. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, man, like why did I do this? I'll just sell it.
Make sure with the jet ski, make sure to also steal a trailer to tow it.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm
Smart.
stealing this like on the water, and then just parking it wherever I can.
So you're just robbing somebody. Like you're not even
that's
stealing
exactly
it
what it
from a
is.
store. You're just robbing somebody.
Yeah,
Okay.
it counts. It counts.
All right.
Now we're back at it's
Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next pick would just be I could get a lot of this. So this is going to be many, many individual items that I can't list off, but just an entire home automation setup, like all the possible cameras, sensors, like mesh Wi-Fi system, all that stuff. Because I could like
Smart
go
home stuff.
beyond. I could probably even get myself like a server rack for under 10K
that's
and all that
good
stuff
one.
included. So
It's not gonna get votes, but
yeah.
I love that one. Okay, Isaac.
Great. I'm going to pick. I have 2, right?
Yeah, you're gonna close.
My
close
last
yours out.
2 is going to be. In this scenario, I discovered a person's 3 flights to 3 different countries. One to Sydney, Australia, one to Berlin, Germany, and one to
So you robbed somebody else's that already had their name on them?
yeah.
Yeah, so did you
No,
with the jet
no,
ski.
wait. No, I got my own.
Yeah, the jet ski though.
I robbed their money to buy this.
I
So
would
you
also
just stole
simply
money?
rob $10,000 infinitely.
I don't know if that's acceptable.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but I really.
What about it just a
really
private
want to
plane?
go these? Okay, private. No, that's way more than
gonna be
$10,000.
way,
No, this is
okay,
my pick.
flight tickets.
This is
Okay,
my
all
really
right.
good pick.
I mean, All right.
And you're just jealous because you also want to go to Rio de Janeiro. That's the third one. And then my last one is a Chick-fil-A franchise.
Oh,
That is also more than $10,000.
Look it up. It's $10,000 exactly.
that would get you prosecuted then.
No.
Yeah, it has to be under $10,000. 99999.
Really?
Yes.
It's like but the process to become a franchise owner is insane. That's why.
Yeah, hold on. Chick-fil-A franchise.
You know how you can just steal a franchise?
That's the initial financial commitment.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe $9,999.99 worth of chicken sandwiches.
No.
What would you do with those chicken
Because
sandwiches?
then you could steal this,
But you still have to pay to
but then you have to build the building. You have to buy all the I've researched this because I wanted to open one.
You should.
Yes, you do have to buy the building.
What?
But it's like between 800K to like 1.2 million total investment to open
Dang,
one.
my dreams are crushed, man.
Yeah, we're gonna.
At least.
We let
Like,
you
you'll
slide
make
in
that
the flight
back quick.
tickets.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, you can't just steal because literally that
can't just steal a
10K
building.
is basically to apply.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I would
Serious
steal
applicants.
the Barnes and Noble history section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To go along with your degree.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you know all that already?
You'd be surprised.
The Barnes and Noble history section. So Isaac, to recap yours, you picked the Vision Pros,
Yep.
flight tickets,
Yep.
Barnes and Noble history section,
Yep.
and what was your first one?
My first one was for very first pick.
Yeah, what was your first one?
thought that was
Grenade
the
launcher.
Oh, the grenade, the grenade launcher. That's not legal.
Sheesh.
All right, back to Samuel. Last pick.
Let's see. I would steal. This might. No, it's not going to be under 10K. I'm gonna go with an incredibly nice let's go with oven.
What?
Like with a super nice deluxe gas range,
nice oven.
Wi-Fi connection. Dude, I should have put more thought into this.
Yeah, you
but-
should have. A nice oven. So Samuel, to recap
Household
yours,
items.
you picked a nice oven,
Yeah,
smart home automation stuff,
yeah,
patio furniture,
yeah.
and
This tells you where my brain is at as far as things I want.
what was the other one? I always miss one.
The other one was crap. Luke, what was it?
Was it the first one? Oh, no. No,
the second
first one
one.
was
Let's see. Wait, home automation stuff,
Patio furniture.
patio furniture. That was the first
The
one.
oven.
The
a
oven.
nice oven.
Dude, I can't remember.
What on earth?
It wasn't.
I'm on.
Oh, it was a dirt
Hour-
bike. Dirt bike.
Oh, dirt bike. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on hour 22 now of this fast. I'm struggling.
had food in 20 hours. I can't think. For my last choice, I am going with a 2-in-1 washer dryer.
Okay, you just made fun of me.
Hey, it's not an oven.
Two in one.
These
Two
are
in one is
expensive.
in the stacked or the one that is.
No, it's the new one that both washes and dries.
Dude, do you know how much that would suck?
That'd be awesome.
Having to wait for the full cycle of washing and drying before you can
But it's
put the
huge.
next load in.
It's huge. You do. I mean, I'm only like a.
I have a really nice dryer, and I can put huge loads in it. And do you it will not work
here's the
as
thing.
well as you think.
Okay, so you think but how often are your clothes in the wash just sitting there for like an hour or two? You just
Oh,
kinda
almost
forget.
never.
Okay, well you're an anomaly. So
We
what
also
I love
fold our
about
clothes
that
as soon as we get them out of the dryer.
is I can just go put in the wash. It'll do the wash and the drying, and I think it's only I forget, they quote it like an hour. I think it's 2 hours total from wash to dry, and then you're done. So I'm only a 1, maybe 2 loads kind of person.
Do you not do separate out colors, white spot?
No,
Well, your
nobody's
whole
done
work-
that since Gen X. Nobody.
I do it.
Yeah, my wife
do it?
does it.
Yeah.
Do you guys know you don't have to do that anymore?
Yeah.
This is for old detergent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
thank
I
you,
didn't
Luke.
do it until I got married, and then Kelsey does it. So
Yeah, I'm not going to separate I just throw it all in there.
Well,
Let it do
unless
its
you're
thing.
me and you just bought brand new red underwear and then
Yeah.
you ruined a white shirt.
So,
I
yes,
literally
red
have
is
done
the
that.
color you'd have to
Yeah.
watch out for.
Yeah.
Just the first wash.
Sure.
Once
Just
you've
do
washed
reds
it once.
and then everything else.
Once you've washed that color once, though, it's fine. But yeah, that first initial red, You're gonna have a lot of pink.
Also, in post, can we bleep out the word underwear? Luke was being inappropriate.
Oh yeah, that's inappropriate.
Come on, Luke.
Inappropriate, Lucas.
My bad.
What word should we use instead, Isaac?
Undergarments.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's worse.
Undergarments.
Okay, so to recap,
Unmentionables.
Samuel picked patio furniture, very expensive dirt bike, home automation, smart home stuff, and a nice oven.
And a nice oven.
Nice oven.
Oh, I would
You
like
need
to
pick a
clarify.
smart fridge.
Mark did not steal
I-
a nice washer and dryer. He just stole a washer and dryer. He didn't
was
say
mine.
nice.
I thought about the fridge, but then decided like I use and care about like cooking in my oven way more.
So what does a fancy, nice oven do that a regular
Well,
oven
just like the
doesn't?
really nice ranges that are like way bigger and can support like more things on it. Because like right now we have a somewhat nice oven, but we still have to like move things around and
mid-range.
position things weird. Yeah, range, position things weird, and can't have like
Get the middle class.
you
oven.
can't. Yeah, you can't actually have 4 pans on it because it's just not big enough.
4 pans. Who
Yeah.
puts 4 pans in an oven?
People who are cooking.
Oh man! All right. So it sounds like you just want an industrial size.
Yes. Yeah.
oven. Okay. Is that what you meant?
That's
by
not
nice
going to be
oven?
under 10K though. As soon
No,
as you
it's
added the
true.
word industrial, you hosed me.
Oh. So just a big oven that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Or instead of coming with the oven, just a nice industrial range, like freestanding range. That's how you know you're
Range.
rich. Is
Heat
when,
is range like a heat range?
range is like just the stove top.
Oh, like how big it is.
No, like
I'm confused.
nice ranges don't have the like oven attached.
What is a range?
It's the
Stovetop.
top. Yeah. It's what you cook on. That's the range.
I was
Yeah,
so
and they
confused.
can
was such an applied.
they can
Oh
be
my
separate,
gosh.
and it's incredible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
And he also picked dirt bike in the same
Yeah.
one. All right. And then Isaac picked a grenade launcher, which can't be legal. Vision Pros, great choice. Flight tickets that he stole from somebody else, although he claims he may have just stole the money to buy the flight tickets to Rio Grande de Janeiro. I don't say that right. And then Barnes and Noble history
Well,
section.
it was Rio,
Rio,
Sydney, and Berlin.
Oh, well, that's quite the trip. I don't know.
places,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's expensive. And then I picked a souped up MacBook Pro, an electric scooter, a jet ski, and a 2-in-1 washer and dryer. The one that washes and dries in the same cycle.
Heck yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, well, Luke, do you have anything to add on this episode before we close it out?
Once again, Qdoba is better than Chipotle.
It's not.
All right. Well, we are bleeping that.
Yeah,
out.
we are
that
cutting
out.
that. If you just heard a weird cut in the audio, it's because Luke said something so stupid and inappropriate. Yes, Luke has been awful this episode so far, and he's only said like 30 words.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I was going to say for Luke's list, I
Oh.
can't include the MacBook Pro. That's fine because the
Sure.
M2 Airs are sick anyway.
Yeah.
Would just be literally every single other Apple product.
Yeah, if this was like
They're
legit me,
all-
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. That's
Yeah.
what I would do as well.
Yeah, Luke, let's just give me 4 Apple products and shoot me
Ooh,
straight.
yeah. What's your priority order?
Yeah.
Like say every time you steal something, the cops get closer to catching you. So what is the order you're going to steal these in
love
to
it.
make
Yeah.
sure you get away with like at least that first 2 items?
Under 10K.
Okay, we're going M2 MacBook Air.
Okay.
That's your okay, because I already picked
Yep.
the Pro. Okay.
Oh, as I'm talking,
Ooh, you
cops
could
are
do the
getting
M2
closer.
Max instead.
No.
Well, my mine's the souped up M2 Pro Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll go AirPods Max.
Nice. Solid choice.
Isaac, my tummy. I promise.
Whoa. Okay.
That was my second. Apple Watch Series 8.
Oh, you're not
Ooh,
going
not Ultra?
You're not going Ultra?
It's so large.
is.
It's grown on me a lot because I have the 8 and the Ultra.
I know.
That's pretty
I'm
free.
coming for your wrist.
Coming for your wrist. Okay.
And then iPhone 14 Pro.
Okay.
Nice.
And
I'm
you're-
surprised not an iPad Pro.
Here you go. Yeah, you don't want the Pro with the Isaac. We're gonna have to.
It's over.
Yeah,
I
just gonna leave.
I maybe would switch around and get an iPad in there somewhere, but I am pretty content with my mini.
Okay, that's fair.
Really?
Nice.
You love that? I thought you were like meh with the mini.
It's good. I like it. It's very portable. It's a little small, but I enjoy it.
That's fair.
But he's also got to prioritize like things he doesn't have.
It's true.
Too.
Yes, sure.
Like,
I think
if
it's a good
he's-
choice.
Yeah, if he's good with the iPad Mini,
You
could
get a
just
mini.
sell one of the other items.
Yeah, you got a mini and an M2 Air. Like I think you're
Yeah.
set. You're
Yeah.
totally set. That was a good under 10K. I like that. Yeah, you can vote for Luke. We'll include.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, everybody votes for Luke.
goes
yeah,
and
this
votes
is
for
the way
Luke
to
anyway,
go.
except the one guy who wants an Ultra.
The Ultra. Well, anyway, I think that's all we got today. Hopefully, Nick is back. We need his.
Being on Instagram this.
Yeah, we need him. We need his body presently here.
It's true.
Yeah, even though his mind is in Instagram.
Killer lunch.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing.
Hope you guys liked Joel's episode last week.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That was
It was good to have him. Yeah, we are recovering still from our travel, but we're back. So, well, guys, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any other place you get your podcasts, your podcatcher of choice. We are now monetized now, so if you hear an ad pop in,
true.
that's not our voices.
Yep.
That's super cool. So we are getting probably a few cents a month out of that, and I'm not going to share it with anybody. That's just going to my account.
Oh, you.
Honestly, I'm fine with that until we get into like $1.
Yeah, until we hit.
then we can
Yeah.
start.
I can't even cash out, I think, until it hits like $20 or
Yeah.
15 or something like that. So it's going to be like 2 years from now, like, hey, we're finally cashed out on our first ad.
2 years from now, I get a
Yeah.
Venmo from Mark for $1. I'm like,
Yeah.
sick.
There it is, guys. There it is. But guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with a fresh pod and hopefully with
pod.
some slick Cooper.
Yep. And hopefully reels by then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I had a joke I wanted to say earlier that we are Nico-less. Get it? Nicholas? Like less?
Goodbye.
We are less. We don't have Nick. Nicholas. Or Nicholas. We don't have Nick, okay? He's not here. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.